From the family grocery hauler to fire-breathing racing engines, the one name you need to know is USA Motor and Machine, located at 51 Cleveland Avenue in Nashville, Tennessee. Give them a call at 615-726-3725 or at usamotorandmachine.com. If you want to feel the wind blowing through your hair and see the great city of Nashville at the same time, check out Nashville Scooter Tours. Trekking through the downtown streets to Music Row with Nashville Scooter Tours is safe, eco-friendly, and a whole lot of fun. They use Xenon electric scooters that go 55 miles on a single charge. Find out more by calling 615-290-5563 or book your reservation today at NashvilleScooterTours.com.
Today on Emerging Artists, we have Inspirational Country Music Award winners, the Roys.
If you're looking to learn guitar, check out Dave Isaac's Guitar Studio on Music Row. Whether you are a beginner or hobbyist, to professional songwriter or artist, Dave offers a unique and powerful method of instruction that teaches not just the instrument, but the whole musician. Find out more at NashvilleGuitarGuru.com. Bandwidth for today's show is brought to you by SoftLayer.com. We love SoftLayer here at Talkapolis. They are the greatest hosting company ever. They make everything easy. Check out their website at SoftLayer.com. Thanks again for sponsoring the show.
Hello everyone, welcome to Emerging Artists. I'm your host, Greta Gaines. We have the Roys in studio. Welcome you guys. Brother and sister dynamic duo. I like it. How do you get along?
Well, that's always the million-dollar question. How do you get along? How do you work every day?
We haven't seen the $1,000,000 yet. But,
I love my iPod. Yeah. That's what I always say. I love my iPod. When my iPod's in, he knows not to bug me.
Yeah.
But we are best friends. We've been doing this for a long time. And when we decided to do this professionally, we knew that we had to be a team or it wouldn't work. So we learned how to
It actually sounds like great fun. I don't know if my brother would like it, but I would love it.
It is fun. It really is fun.
It is, and it's kind of like she was saying. I mean, we learned a long time ago too that, just like any good corporation, you have to do what's best for the brand, and our brand is the Roys, and we'll sit down and hash out what my ideas are, what her ideas are, and then we put it together and we come up with the best idea for the Roys. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, we don't look back and go, that was your idea, it didn't work, or hey, it was my idea, it worked. We want to move our brand forward just like Pepsi or Coke or Fender or whatever. So.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the brand. So you were raised part of the time in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, spent 10 years in New Brunswick, Canada. You told me you're going back a couple times to Canada to play. When people think of bluegrass, they think of it maybe as a U.S. thing, but I know from spending a lot of time in Canada that it's huge throughout Canada and even the rest of the world. What do you guys think?
Oh, definitely. We were, born in Massachusetts, but Mom and Dad are French-Canadian, and that's the Canadian connection. And after they had us 2 kids, decided to move back to Canada, and we spent 10 years where my mom grew up, Cold Branch, New Brunswick. Small, we call it a village because there's like probably 10 houses. But a lot of music, mom's side of the family, the LeBlanc side of the family, very musical. Grandma played the fiddle, aunts and uncles played, guitar and banjos and mandolins. And so that's really where that music connection comes for us. And they love bluegrass and country music. So there's a lot of bluegrass. We just went there this summer, and it's amazing still to this day how bluegrass is raging there, really. And the traditional sound of country music is still alive there, too.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, there's actually a deep connection between that part of the country and Nashville. I think I was telling you that we've had a bunch of visitors from there, but it is a part of the culture. It's a part of the language.
Absolutely.
And having that international thing, it's really, really cool. Let's talk about the last couple of years. It's been pretty awesome. You guys won the ICM Bluegrass Artist of the Year for the last 2 years. You were on Billboard's Top 50 Bluegrass Albums of 2011. Have played tons of shows, been featured in TV shows. But let's talk about the PBS special, Pa's Fiddle. How did that come about?
Yeah, Pa's Fiddle, they somehow or another, they got a hold of our music and thought that because we're bluegrass and we're family, that it would fit that show. And what it was, basically, it was the music of Laura Ingalls of Little House on the Prairie.
My favorite show ever. I still watch that show.
That is a great show.
Kind of embarrassing, but yeah.
So they asked us to come in and perform a couple of songs, and it was really cool because the songs that they had us perform, one was Gumtree Canoe and one was Buffalo Gals, but we changed it to Buffalo Guys because she was singing it. Our old songs that a million bands in bluegrass have covered, that whole genre back then, really, that old traditional country music, bluegrass really fit. And they asked us to come in, and we were on there with the likes of Randy Travis and Ronnie Millsap and Rodney Atkins. And
Did you do any acting? Was it like a
no,
variety
it
thing?
wasn't.
Or
It was a show actually, just based around the music.
Just the music.
Of Little House on the Prairie, and we got to do 2 songs. It was just an amazing. I've been to the Loveless Cafe, the Barn, a million times, and when we walked in that night, it was completely transformed
Yeah,
with
I thought
a
it was a
center
new place.
stage. They had
Are
brought
you
in all this lighting
serious?
rig and all these, cool drapes and
Big
things.
projection of Michael Landon. Yeah.
It really looked. I didn't even know. When you watch it, you can't even tell you're at the Loveless Barn.
Yeah.
Whoa, that
It was
is
really cool.
Really, really cool. Let's talk about the new music video, Trailblazer.
Yes.
We have it in studio, right?
I believe
Yes.
so.
All
I
right,
hope
let's
so.
take a
Yes.
look. This is the Roy's newest music video, and it's called Trailblazer.
She's a trailblazer, a true born believer, the heart of an angel, right down to her soul. Nothing's gonna break her. She's a trailblazer.
That's sassy. I like it. Where was that shot?
That was in Hermitage at our manager's house. He's got a beautiful piece of property there, and he let us use it. And that song is, I love that song because I helped co-write it, but I get the inspiration sitting in traffic in Nashville, which is not very hard to do, behind a Trailblazer SUV. And when I saw the word Trailblazer, I thought of Dolly Parton because she's my idol.
Yeah, she's fabulous.
And still to this day, she's active and doing stuff and recording and Broadway
Books
and
and
books and
theme
it,
parks.
it just keeps going on and on. So she's definitely a trailblazer. So I wanted to write it for the dreamers out there that no matter what our dreams are, big or small, medium or large, to never ever give up on those dreams because we never know when God's going to open that door that we can squeeze in and let it happen. So I'm really proud of that song. It's done really, really well for us, and I think it's inspired a few people. I've gotten emails, and to me that really touches my heart and soul because that is what music is about.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
so cool. So 7 songs for $7 at theroysonline.com
Yeah.
is the best way for people to buy the new album, right?
Yeah, they can go there. They can go through, obviously, Amazon.com, iTunes, all that good stuff. But the website is the easiest way, theroysonline.com. I think it's, when you go to the website, it's the first thing that comes up. If you want to buy the CD, you can click on it.
Okay, well, everybody stay right where you are. After a quick word from our sponsor, Batter's Box Bar and Grill. We'll be right back with the Roys.
Jeff Meeks and Chris Austin invite you to watch your favorite sports event at the Batters Box at 43 Hermitage Avenue in Nashville, Tennessee. The Batters Box offers shuttle service to all Titans home games. It's a great place for friends to gather for the game and after the game. So check out the Batters Box Bar and Grill, and thanks again for sponsoring the show.
The Batter's Box. Let's talk about something else delicious. Real Tree Outdoor Energy Drink. How did that partnership come about for you guys?
That was through our manager, actually. He knows all those guys over there, and we were looking for a new tour sponsor to get on board and wrap the bus and kind of help us out a little bit. And he called me one day and he said, I think I've got a new sponsor for you guys. And he said, the funny thing is, he said, you're already helping them out anyway. You've been drinking their drinks. And so I knew automatically who it was. And they've come on board. They've wrapped our bus and helped us out. And it's been a great partnership. They're just a really great company. And they've launched a pink lemonade. They launched it in October, actually, this past October. And part of the proceeds went for breast cancer awareness and for treatment. So.
You have a really nice little ad on your website, and it shows the bottle's pink, the lemonade's pink.
Yes, and it's
And it's
very
only
good.
90 calories.
It's so good too.
And we have some on the road with us, so if you come see us this year, come and ask us for it.
Right. Compassion International, for a while you were the spokespeople.
We were 2010
Still involved with them, still.
and 11. Again, through our music, they heard of us and approached us to be spokespeople, and they brought us on a mission trip. We went to Bogota, Colombia, and Lee and I were so excited because we actually got to meet the children that we sponsor. So that was a chance of a lifetime, and to really be on the field and see what they do is amazing. I still sing the praises of Compassion International. They are such incredible people with big hearts that want to eradicate children's poverty, and I'm so proud that we had our name attached to that organization. Wonderful, wonderful
Yeah.
people.
That's very cool. You've received Christian Gospel Music Fan Awards in the favorite duo category. Is your music seen as both bluegrass and Christian?
Yeah, our music is inspirational. A lot of people ask us, you know, what if we had to kind of narrow down our music to what it is. It's bluegrass and traditional country and all that put together. But at the end of the day, you know, we do typical songs, just fun songs, party songs like everybody else. But at the end of the day, our music really, we want it to be inspirational. We want people, as she said about Trailblazer, you know, I want people to come up to me and say, you know, I heard your song Grandpa's Barn and it made me think of my granddad. Or, you know, New Day Dawning, I'm going through, I just got a text the other day from a friend who said, you know, I was having a really bad day and had the radio on and New Day Dawning came on and I realized that, you know, there was always tomorrow and it made me, it lifted me up. And that's what we want our music to do. And so far, so good. That's what we've been able to do.
It is love. It's such a great way to spread the love. So people can actually vote. This is an ongoing thing.
Yeah, it's still going on.
Okay,
We just found out this week.
Christian Voice Magazine. How do they vote?
They can go to they can go to the Roy's online again. From there, you can go to Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff.
Okay.
But there's a link there where you click, and it's real simple. They ask your name and an email address, and there's a ballot, and there's a lot of mainstream people, Alan Jackson, a lot of different people that are in there. So, but there's only one duo you need to vote for, and that's us.
Awesome. And definitely the only brother-sister duo.
That's it.
So what's coming up for you guys? What are you working on?
Well, we're working on new music as we speak. We're in the studio. In April, end of April, beginning of May, we're going to Europe for the first time, which we are so excited about.
I just think they're going to freak out for you guys over there in Europe. I really do.
Well,
We're
so
so excited. You know, just more touring, meeting the fans. That's what we love to do is get out there on the road. And, you know, 2012 was an incredible year, our best year ever. And we're hoping 2013 continues. And the best part of it is meeting the fans on the road. There's no better way to spread your music. And when you feel the love from your fans, it's priceless. So we're loving it.
Makes some of those long rides on the bus
well worth it.
Suddenly
Yes.
makes sense. Well, coming up, we're going to have a live performance right here in the Talkapolis studios. Very exciting. We're going to hear the Roy's new single. It's called Still Standing. So stay with us. Coming right up. Microcasting for your city. Talkapolis.